So I probably misstated that. I don't mean that we should be fine or happy that prices have to go up with streaming. I mean that we have to deal with it, because there's only a few different ways to do this. You know, you look at a network like HBO, a boutique network. They've existed for $10, $12, $14 for their service for many, many years, but they never produced content in as heavy a bulk as is expected by us, the consumer, now. They would have 2 or 3 big shows a year, and then they would be showing all the blockbuster movies. And they would have deals to run those, which is much cheaper than actually creating a series. But now we expect a new show every week. We expect that sort of network feeling that we get from old school networks like ABC, CBS, and NBC. Well, those networks exist on advertising dollars. So there's only 2 ways to do this that I'm aware of. One is to charge us more, or to implement more advertising options, which I think is, at the end of the day, going to be what's going to happen, because we're going to hit a wall of what we're willing to pay. And as I said in my previous video, there is a peak in the number of subscribers that will even sign up for something and pay anything. So they could do another thing and they could not pay anybody anything, you know, which is what they're trying to do now, and which is why the strike is happening. So yeah, I don't mean that we should be happy or just deal with costs going up. We should expect it, I guess, is the proper term, and then we will have to deal with it in our own way. For me, that'll be cutting back on the number of services that I use. You know, I'm a physical media collector, though. I'll buy most of my stuff, so it's fine. Just pay these people what they deserve. You would absolutely think that, right? Millions of subscribers all paying around $15 a piece equals a shit ton of money, right? You would think so. All right, let's see if I can do this in 3 minutes. So based on this article, Netflix pulled in $31.6 billion last year. That's a shit ton of money. There's no denying that. Let's compare to CBS, just because I picked CBS. In comparison, CBS last year made $3.4 billion, substantially less. And a lot of the money that they made from that $3.4 billion, they say here in this article, was from rebroadcasts. And, you know, we'll come back to that in a minute. So we've got 2 comparisons here, dollar amount wise, and obviously Netflix made a crap ton more money. All right, so let's compare the programming. As of 2022, 50% of Netflix's entire library of programming is original programming to them, movies and TV shows, documentaries. So that works out to 3,104 bits of programming, movies, TV shows, and documentaries produced and paid for by Netflix for their platform. Now let's compare what CBS offers. In total, 70 programs. Now this includes sporting events, live award shows, a movie of the week, which they just pay for access to that movie to play it on Sunday nights. So the actual produced TV series and movies are very low. In total, we're talking about 70 compared to 3,000. So when you look at the dollar amounts, $3.4 billion CBS made off of, you know, maybe 15, 20 shows that they actually produced, and then a bunch of live events. So their profit margin is much higher than that of Netflix. So how does this work out? It works out because advertising revenue pays in a lot more money per show than anything happening over on a streaming platform like Netflix. And also, CBS is making money off of rebroadcasts, reruns, repeats, shows that are in syndication that are being played on basic TV channels or on streaming platforms like Netflix, as Netflix has to pay to show those shows. So the revenue model is much better, much stronger, and much more profitable in this traditional method than it is a streaming method. It seems like we're all paying in a bunch of money, $15 a pop. But in order for them to keep us engaged year round and paying every month, they've got to be producing a lot more programming, because we start to question, why are we paying for this when we can watch stuff on CBS for free because there's just commercials? Does this make sense?